Right. I mean, Tony, really, last night, even though October 4 was the first official practice, we've been going since August the 25th, and a lot of the things we've been doing, our players act like they've never done it before, although I'm quite sure they have. We've done lots and lots of conditioning, and you know, Tony, they're beginning to stick their toe in and begin to try my system. The conditioning has been intense. One day, in fact, we went over and ran some of the hills up off of 11th Avenue, which we ended up doing 25 of them because some of us tried to walk. So they've gone through some intense gut-checking conditioning drills that will prepare us for the OVC and for our non-conference schedule. But last night I was most impressive. I can't say it was a pretty practice by any means, but I don't know many first practices that are. But I will tell you this, it was exciting. It was so fun to be in, and I love this team. I love that they're trying to do what we're asking them to do. Now, sure, some of them's fighting and kicking, but they're trying to do what we want them to do. And I feel like if we've got 8, 9, 10 players who are willing to work and do the things we're asking them to do, this team can win a lot more than 9 ball games. And I know you weren't here at the time, but when I was hired in my press conference, that's the thing that Oval, Mr. James, and President Meehan said, Annette, you got to win more than 9 ball games. So, you know, pressure's still on me, and I push that forward to the kids that they understand, these young women understand, that if you work hard, you will be successful, because if you work hard, you're going hard. And you and I both know a lot of times going hard outdoes skill and talent 9 times out of 10. I do have to take a minute and brag on a few. I feel like Brittany Wiley has really changed a gear in her game. Brittany's a very versatile player that can play the 2, the 3, the 4, and even the 5. I feel like academically she's really doing great, got a good progress report today. And our women are true athletes in that they do both in the classroom and on the court. I want to send a shout out and a big, you know, way to go to our gal from Boston. In fact, we call her Boston. Her name is Amanda McCarthy, but has really brought a lot of energy, a lot of direction to the team, and this is what it takes. You know, she played at the University of New Orleans last year. They went D3, and thus all of those players got an automatic release to go to another D1 school. We were able to scoop her up. She's really been doing some good things for us at the 1 position. At our 2 slot, we've got a couple of gals doing some really nice things. We've got Danielle Benaby, her name left me there because we call her Beans. She's doing her student teaching practicum and coming in and practicing, doing weights at 7 a.m. So she's really doing a lot of double time, but really looks good as a senior. And then Destiny Lane, another young lady at the 2 slots, really doing some good things for us. At the 3 slot, I think the community is going to really like watching Brittany Manning. Brittany has a lot of natural ability. She's still afraid to totally cut loose, but we think if we slap her around enough, you know, she will get there. And inside, Danielle Vaughn's coming along nicely. Our freshman, the little Hill gal, we call her D Hill, she's coming along, and of course Candace Carmine is carrying her own. So, you know, there's a lot of names of blasts from the past, and yet a few faces thrown in there that we're excited about. And as we go back to practice tonight, I'm sure we'll continue to get more excited. I want to get people in the stands, so anyone watching this, go ahead, buy those season tickets. I know if you call our ticket office and say basketball, women's basketball, they'll release from football for just a second, which we're very proud of, our football team, and they'll get you some women's basketball tickets. So come on out and watch us.
Just talk about your schedule. We released it last week, and it's got some heavy-duty teams on it, but like you said, you want to challenge this team.
And you know, Tony, I feel like the only way you get better is to play better competition. So, you know, I pulled Georgia Tech into the mix. We're going over to play them. They will press us for 40 minutes, you know, 90 feet, which will be great for us to step up to that level of competition. They're one of the top in the ACC. Going down to Florida State, who will be one of the top in the nation. Sue Summerall and I go back a long, long way. So I know that Sue understands we're coming in there to battle her, and she would expect only that. We're not going in there saying, well, they're Florida State, we're not supposed to beat them. Remember, 1 shot's all it took for little David and Goliath. So 1 shot's all we're asking for. We're also going over to Georgia State to play. We've got Samford on that schedule. You know, it seems like we got a little school over here across the way by the name of Auburn, something like that, on that schedule. And while we know those are big SEC, big ACC schools, again, I have found in 27 years of coaching, players will rise to the occasion, and they will get better playing those games. So when we go into the OVC, that level of commitment still has to be there, because to me, the OVC is wide open. Yes, I know Austin Peay is very good. Eastern Illinois is very good. Goodness gracious. Murray, Moorhead. I know Tennessee Tech, all those folks are very, very good. But why is JSU not just as good? I know right now we're as athletic. We've just got to clean up some things. We've got to get our scoring down, and that comes back on me. My offenses have to be to get us in scoring positions. So I'm excited about this schedule. It's a very challenging schedule, but it's a good schedule.